Well, this week's Monday meditation, as we continue to read through the book of James, we will be reading James chapter 1, verses 19 through 27, and I trust it'll be an encouragement to you as you begin your week. Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Therefore, put away all filthiness and rampant wickedness, and receive with meekness the implanted word, which is able to save your souls. But be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks intently at his natural face in a mirror. For he looks at himself and goes away and at once forgets what he was like. But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and perseveres, being no hearer who forgets, but a doer who acts, he will be blessed in his doing. If anyone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this person's religion is worthless. Religion that is pure and undefiled before God, the Father, is this: to visit orphans and widows in their affliction, and to keep oneself unstained from the world. And as I mentioned in our previous Monday meditation, the book of James is often called the Proverbs of the New Testament because it's very practical. It's almost got these little short, pithy exhortations for us to obey and build into our lives. And these verses that we've just read, we are told to let the word of God, the implanted word, get into us. And the way we know it's gotten into us is how we speak, our tongues bridled, how we respond to those that are less fortunate. In this case, it's the orphans and the widows. If our lives are being kept from the world, and a lot of that is indicated by the way that we speak to one another. And in the middle of these verses that we read, James tells us that if you read the word of God, but you don't do it, you're like someone who looks in a mirror. You see there's dirt on your face, you know there's dirt on your face, but you don't wash your face. And really, we can all understand from that illustration how foolish that would be. And so if you just hear the word, but you don't apply it to your life, that is really a foolish endeavor. That is really pointless. And so the call of our verses today is not only hear the word, you're listening to these Monday meditations, but apply it to your life. Allow God's Spirit to use the word to change us. And that's really the goal, to let the word of God get into our hearts, to change us, to make us more like the Son of God. And so I trust that this will be a challenge to you this week, and we trust that you'll have a good week. God bless.